off. 3, 2, 1, go. So this first one is a modifier that basically means every 20% of my shots will go off target. So 20% we will go backwards, and the others we will obviously be doing the proper shot. So in return for that, we get extra health. So we have 3 extra health, and we have 3 extra... oh, damn it. Okay, it's not fine. That's okay. We have 3 extra health and 3 extra shots. So that is how that works. So that is also why the extra shots cost a lot to buy. So normally it would only cost 10 extra to buy a shot, 10 gold, and then 20 for the next, and then 30. It starts off at 40 here, because obviously we're already starting at 3 extra shots. So that's why that starts off quite expensive. So yeah. Pretty much at the moment I'm just prioritizing getting through here. We are getting shot at a lot by that. Okay, that's fine. So the issue here is that they're all stuck on the wall, so they're not really going to move very far. So we are actually in a really bad spot. To be honest, I might do this as a restart. Okay, no, that's fine. So we're just going to mash a bunch of gold. Get some more spikes on the field as well. That's always good. So yeah. So the ice here, that basically speeds up anyone who hits that. And there will be something later that makes the ice really funny. Bouncy Land is probably my favourite thing in this entire game. It's so funny to just mess around in there. So I just want to get into a bit of a better spot here so I can actually hit the balls. So this one here is going to spawn in an extra one. So it only actually deals 1 damage if that's left at the end. So a lot of the time I will just leave that, because it's not actually worth keeping that. Or like, it's not actually worth killing that over another enemy if there's another one that I can kill, because any others will deal 1 damage to me. That one will spawn another one in, so there's not really any point actually getting rid of it. So I'm going to get rid of this, and we still have 1 ball remaining over there. Oh my goodness, that was so bad. Okay, so we just kept on getting damage there. It's really hard for me to reach out, if you couldn't already guess as well, but I will be trying to check between rounds. So any collectibles like gold or any gems that any enemies grab, they will keep it until I kill them. And then when I kill them, that is essentially when I cash it in. So pretty much on this one, I just want to be doing shots where, if I can, I'm not just... if I get sent backwards, the 20% chance I get sent backwards, I don't want to be directly behind a hole or a spike. That's pretty much it. That's all I can really do here. And there's a reason I start with this one first, because it just kind of sucks. Like, there's nothing stopping me from just putting the bad one first. Just like we play. You know what? I'll just go for the gold. Oh, nice. Okay, so that one shot itself towards me. So that's fine. So that just finished it off. So there's all these bombs in the way. There is an upgrade to make it so I don't get affected by bombs. Which can be kind of useful. Oh my goodness. So that fence will go up every other turn. So 1 turn it's on, 1 turn it's off. Okay, here we go, here we go. Now we're finally getting somewhere. Come on. Oh my goodness. I am not even going to do that. Yeah, that's not going to be helpful. So I kind of want to be in a position where the last room isn't going to be a massive pain to deal with. But there is definitely a lot of time save on this first split, so I do want to salvage it if I can. That was not a good angle. That wasn't good. That was 3 backwards in a row. That's just how the RNG goes on here sometimes. So that key is going to give me an extra shot. An extra item in the shop. I don't really care about that, to be honest. I will get it here because it's just convenient. And I'm just going to burn my last shot because it's just going to take me... I don't even know if I can reach that one, to be honest. Obviously, extra items means that I'm going to be taking longer to finish up in the shop, which is long. We don't really want that. But, yeah. Also, with this boss, pretty much, I need to defeat it last. If I defeat it alongside, or like, if I defeat it before the last enemy, then it's pretty much just going to respawn. So I do need to defeat it last. Big Spender is the next one. So this one will give me 15 gold at the beginning of every shop. I've just realized I've messed up, but I'm not going to go back. Every shop, we get 15 gold right at the beginning. But once we leave the shop, we lose all the gold. So I have to pretty much use everything, get some good upgrades. So here I'm going to buy a ball. I'm just going to heal up, get some extra power as well. And then leave. And then we're back down to 0. So the issue with being on 0 is there is a enemy that will pretty much die instantly if you can pay 1 gold. So that can be kind of good to have 1 gold. So we can pick them up in the level, which is fine. But yeah, that's pretty much how that one works there. Yeah, that is definitely a good time save. So the one thing in this game you do want to be careful of is when an enemy is like stuck on a wall, you can often just get it like completely stuck and there's not really any recovering it. You have to get kind of lucky to recover it from that point, which kind of sucks. I feel like it's probably not intentional for it to be that bad, but that's just how the game works. Yeah, so there, the enemy actually died because it was... Oh, that just got yeeted. Nice. The enemy actually died because it was on the teleporter. If I'm stuck on a teleporter, I just have to deal with it on the next turn. And it probably will happen at some point. So you have these blue ones, they're reverse teleporters. And you have the pink ones, which are just normal teleporters. So they're just like portals. And you also have these, like, green and red, like, ramps. So those give you, like, speed boost or change direction or whatever. But, again, if an enemy is stuck on one at the end of a turn, then it will just die. So you can use it to your advantage. But, yeah, that's pretty much how that works. So that's a trap. So, pretty much, that's the only way I'm able to take more than 1 HP of damage in a turn. And also, here, we're probably not even going to bother taking out the... Yeah, we're not even going to bother taking it out. So, the boss only deals 1 damage still, which I feel is a bit of a cop-out, but it makes this a little bit easier, at least. But on the ending, we do have to defeat the boss, which does make it a lot harder. See, I'm struggling a lot here. This is actually a really bad generation. So I'm hoping we're going to at least be able to... I'm going to leave that one. To be honest, it's in a bad spot. I don't really care to kill that one. But good thing is we are going to have a bunch of gold when we get to the shop to just mash some HP healing. Yeah, so anything that's going to reduce my HP, like Mad Doctor. Mad Doctor pretty much reduces your HP to half. So it's a really dangerous one. Like, I pretty much just won't be going for them, even casually. So we do have those glowing spikes. Those ones will pretty much be lost as soon as they get hit by an enemy. Normally, the spikes will just stay there until... You know what? Let's remove an enemy. Let's do that. So that will remove all the gold and the gems, but it will remove an enemy. So it will generally make this one a little bit faster. Yeah, so... hang on, let me get out there. There we go, nice. Yeah, we kind of just want to be speeding up these boards wherever we can. But I do find this to be a fairly difficult board, although we can just mash a bunch of healing items pretty much every, or healing power-ups every time we go to the shop. I'll just like this. Gain an item, heal 1. Okay, well, I kind of need that. So we can buy extra items as well. That's what the little box there is. So we're going to do that. I'm going to try and hit that. There you go, nice. So I do have the guard balls power up, which is actually kind of good because essentially that will make me immune to any guard balls. And that's what that enemy keeps firing at me at the moment. Keeps firing a bunch of guard balls at me. It's a bit of a pain to deal with. So that like one with armor, it looks like armor. That one will actually keep on. Okay, that's good. That one will actually keep on. Okay, that's good as well because that respawns us where we were at the beginning of the turn, and we can just win. Cool. So that one will keep firing itself at us whenever we don't hit it at the beginning. Bottled souls is really good to begin with, so that will give us 2 extra HP. It spawns in 2 extra enemies, but only for that board. So as long as you can just get through, it's pretty good. So this one is the explosives expert. So as long as I just keep on setting off these bombs, that will get rid of those there. But yeah, so like we pretty much just don't want to target a lot of the time those ones where they will fire themselves at you. So, like, there's not really any point targeting them from the beginning because they're probably, by the end, going to hit themselves into a pit anyway. So, there's not really any point targeting them. And that's actually, in a way, why I find this to be easier on difficulty 20. This one here. That was going to deal damage to me if I get hit to it anyway. Once I touch it, it disappears, but it deals 1 damage. And there is a way of not taking damage to them, and that's knocking them into knocking an enemy into them to kill them. Yo, Shy Guy, how's it going? Yo, GG on NG Plus World Record. That is unbelievable. Yeah, new NG Plus World Record this morning. Absolutely unbelievable to see that. It's going pretty well. I'm just chilling. We're doing a billiards roguelike, fairly new game that came out, so we are playing that. So look at this bomb. We're going to be able to. Oh, I missed it. That's a shame. If I hit that though, we would have killed all 3 there. So I'm still going to hit them there, and yeah, just take them all out. So anyone in that radius is going to end up getting taken out, which is yeah. It makes this challenge really nice. It's definitely a good challenge to be first in the list because it's definitely a very friendly one, and like I can even fire an enemy into the bombs. Like, it's a very easy challenge. I have struggled with it in run sometimes, so yeah, here I kind of have to be careful with where I'm aiming because I need to be aiming inside the teleporter to actually hit anyone. And I'll just take out this one to end on. Dinner devoured. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well, GP. Okay, so, like, that was... Like, I took 1 HP of damage there, but I did take out a bunch of enemies in the process. So this rock one, you get a bunch of knockback whenever you do anything to do with that. And then there's that one that deals 2 damage as well. Although it was in the corner, so it was kind of difficult for me to get to that one. Pretty much as long as I'm surviving on difficulty 10, we should be fine. Because I can just keep on spamming a bunch of gold. Okay, well, here we're not fine. So we are going to do the quit out there. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's not what I was expecting, but I will take it. So we do have this guideline. That is the only good thing about having the guideline, really. I can get by in this game without having the guideline. But to be honest, I don't really need it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take some free rerolls because I feel like I'm going to need some good items going into the final board here. Because this is actually not looking great. Let's just fire that into the corner. That will die. Yo, CC with the raid. How's it going? Sorry, it's really hard for me to look at chat during this. I'm S at MIDI. I speedrun lots of games with no ending. This is one of them. This is a new billiards roguelike. What were you doing? Good to have you with us. Yeah, there you go. So this is a really good item again. So I want to get this now. So we're now on 15 HP. For context, on difficulty 20, we would only have 5 HP to begin with. So you are absolutely not intended to be on this much HP. The max I've been on is like 21, I think. So yeah, that is pretty good. That is pretty good going. And yeah, here we're just going to get the ball just stuck on the wall for ages. That's fine. So as long as I can just get through this final round, I am gonna, yeah, I'm gonna use the healing power up there. Have to go class now? No worries. Yeah, this is a pretty fun billiards game. I honestly really enjoy this. But yeah, I hope class goes well. So yeah, these traps, it doesn't kill me when I die to them, so I can technically get hit by infinite traps. And that is very bad. Oh, I've got Spike Swallower. So yeah, Spike Swallower will actually eat one of the spikes, but it will also obviously remove that spike from play. So it can be good and it can be bad. Okay, I'm going to have to be careful here, because this is actually going to be a bit hard. Okay, so I'm going to knock this one into the spike. Going to do that. We're going to knock that into the bomb. Going to do that. And then we're going to try and knock this away. And then take 1 damage, but that's it. We are out. Cool. That is... oh, I skipped one. Second wind. I thought I was at the wrong point there with my splits, but that is not the case. Wakeboarding, yo. Managed to clutch a 38.78. GG on that. Yeah, wakeboarding is a... seems like a pretty fun score run, I guess, for some time, until it gets grindy. Same with anything, really. Okay, so that is Trinity. That is going to actually give me 3 copies of the next item I get. It goes about it in a very long way, but basically it gives me 3 copies of my next item. So it's very good. So I will actually spend a few rerolls trying to get a good one. Possibly. So Spike Shield. That is a decent one. There are better, but that one is kind of good. So I will take that. So whenever I take damage, like I just did, we will gain a spike. And that kind of saves us from positions like we were just in, where that one was just stuck in the corner. Obviously, a spike will just take it out, so we don't have to worry about that one. So that's actually a really good item for cases like that. And that is good for the end, because obviously you need to take out every enemy. So if you get a bad generation like that, that will just save you. So yeah, really good. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to do that. Yeah, nice. See, again, that enemy just kind of dies off its own back. Like, I generally don't have to worry about that one. You know what? We're going to try to take this out. It doesn't really matter too much, though. Okay. Alright, I'm going to need to go around to that corner. That's fine. So yeah, bombs in this one are going to affect me. In the explosives expert one, you actually automatically have the bombs not affecting you. That power-up, or that item. So that is a really good one to have in that challenge, obviously. Here it doesn't matter as much. There aren't normally that many bombs spawning in. So you don't have to worry, really. That's fine. So yeah, again, just stalling there. That's fine. I'm going to take... so that one is just going to heal me 2 at the beginning of each one, which is good if I'm running out of gold. Obviously, it means I'm still going to be able to heal for the final room, which is nice. Oh, this could be sick. Oh, wait, no, we still have 1 remaining. I'm going to have to take that out anyway, so might as well do that first. Okay, it's fine. So yeah, basically whenever I have 2 gold that I can pay, it's going to allow me to pay gold rather than take damage. And that's going to allow me to do that once per turn. So it pretty much just gives me an extra HP. So it's kind of good. That isn't great, but it's not the worst. Okay, it is kind of bad, though. I want to get a good collision. That did not happen. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to take the hits. That's fine. We're going to heal anyway. Oh, have I just changed the window size? Damn it. Oh, no, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Because I have to use window capture for this game, and I need the full window to be on screen for it to be valid. Okay, so I'm actually out of gold. So that that enemy that dies as soon as you touch it did not die there, which is kind of funny because that only dies when you can pay it 1 gold. That's frustrating. So that barrier kind of stops you in your tracks. So I do want to be careful with that. Let's do this, and I'm going to need to defeat them all here. So that enemy gives you blindness. It's actually kind of not too bad. A lot of the items, there are some items that actually give you permanent blindness, or blindness for 1 turn or whatever. There is one, though. Oh, what? Where do my turns go? Did I really use all my turns like that? Okay. Have I got an Ankh, or am I just screwed? Okay, hang on. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo. Okay, that's fine. Let me just be a bit more careful here. 1 max health. Okay. So I think it's still better to start with that. And then go there. So yeah, there's a thing in this game where you can just quit to the menu to save you a round rather than have to redo the entire 10 raids. So it's not too bad. Okay. Let's get that into a better spot. Let's put that up there. Ooh, not great. Okay, and then if I go around here. Nice. I spiked him, and then that's it. Challenges, Berserk. Let's take Broccoli. So Broccoli is just going to heal me again. It's a pretty boring item, but that's what we want. And we also want this gold. There's so much gold going on here. So this, basically, the gimmick here is we start off on a ridiculous amount of power, and we slowly go lower and lower. So every round, we're going to lose 30% of our power. So eventually, at the end, we are actually going to go into sort of negative power. So we do have to be careful here. And I also have to be careful of the fact that I'm almost about to lose. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's an all clear. Cool. I'm going to heal up a bunch, and I'm also going to grab that. So we do have a bunch of extra mini balls now. We're actually shooting 24 mini balls after the first shot of each raid now, because that is what that power-up does. That is giving us that. Pretty much it gives us 8 mini balls, but I have 3 occurrences of that item because I used my Trinity for that one. Yo, Valantic, thank you for the good luck. Yeah, how's it going? So yeah, getting stuck there a little bit. I just want to take out that bomb. Okay, that's cool. So the good thing about having the guide is just because, like, when you're aiming around these corners, it is a little bit more janky. If you know your way around billiards, you are going to be able to get by in most of the game. Even if you do have one of the items that gives you permanent blindness, you will just be able to get by in here. But if not, then it is going to be a little bit harder. This is a real pain. Okay, sure. So I'm just going to spike that one, and we have 1 shot left. That's fine, cool. Obviously, if I get out of a round early, then that is gonna reduce my shots anyway. So even if I do buy extra shots, as far as I see it, if I'm able to get out of a round early, then That just gives me a little bit of safety for the ones later on where I actually need to defeat every enemy. So I do want to buy some extra shot power at the moment because obviously it will be a little bit cheaper to buy it later, but I do want to get in with that because later we are going to be on negative shot power. We are losing 30% each time. So again, this one, you start off with a bunch of shot power, but you lose it over time. So you do want to be gaining it back. And I can't do anything with that shot. That is because it's very hard for me to read chat during this. I am literally glancing at chat for 1 second, and then I have to get back to the game. I am very sorry. Normally, I'm able to read every chat message. I will get back to the top, but I'm pretty much having to read them in a really weird order at the moment. I'm not deliberately skipping messages. But yeah, welcome on in, Jules. How's it going? Yeah, so there's the permanent blindness. So that's going to give me 2 max health and also an instant heal of 1. So I don't find it too bad to have permanent blindness in this game. Again, if you're using like obstacles to do stuff, then it's a bit harder. But obviously 2 max health is good. And the best thing is if you get the same item again later, then you're going to be able to just pretty much use it for free because you're not going to have the permanent blindness effect. Like, you're still going to have permanent blindness. So it doesn't matter too much. Okay, that's fine. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted from that. So I was trying to get it stuck on the teleporter to get the hit. And then here I want a good rebound. And then go like there. Done. Cool. That is done. Bouncy land. Larry's being cute. He's under the bed covers. Yo. Larry picks in the Discord once again if anyone wants them. So this is Bouncy Land. Essentially, every time something hits a wall or an obstacle, it will bounce off with like more speed. So the ice gives you more momentum in general anyway. So you can kind of use ice to just like gain a bunch of silly momentum, and obviously it looks really silly on ×6 fast forward, right? But the good thing with it is that you can get a bunch of stuff happen, and like the thing is, a lot of the time you will die from it, but the worst thing that can happen is you die. Obviously every enemy, if you get really lucky, could also die. So I do like to use it to my advantage a little bit like that, and the IL for Bouncy Land would be really funny as well, because there are individual challenge ILs in this game. So that is also a thing you can do. You know what? I'm just going to collect some power-ups to end on here, because there's no way I'm going to be able to hit both that final ball and whatever ball it spawns in. It's just going to be too awkward. Okay, nice. At least we actually took that out. That was going to be a bit of a pain. We play NTSC this next week? Yo. That should be pretty good. Oh my goodness. Oh, I keep going forward. Okay, we've got to be careful. Right, I'm going to see if this works. Okay, no, it didn't. So, there, I just turned off the slow mode just for that part. Okay, no. We have gold. I should be healing. Let's do that. Let's just not worry about that one at the bottom, because that's not worth worrying about. That's only 1 HP if it's there at the end. It's going to just take me more to actually kill it at the moment. If it's there at the end, then sure, but if not, I'm not going to worry. See, like, now it's at the end. So, I'll just take it out. See, I almost died again there. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so I can kind of use this. Okay, not really. Cool. Okay, and I am really stuck. Okay. Let's use some rerolls then. Let's actually get a good item. Sure, 15% shot power. It's not going to do me very much here, but that's what we're going to go with. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's do that. Nice. Good bounce there. Got a little bit lucky, but that is what we need. And then I can take this one out. Cool. So yeah. Yeah, this game is so difficult to, like, keep up with stuff. Like, it's so fast-paced that I used to have splits for every 5 levels, because you'll know how much I love, like, sub-splits and stuff. And I skipped, like, half of them. Like, half of the midway splits. At least, like, 5 or 6. Because it's just that hard to keep up with everything in here. Genuinely. Okay, nice bouncy land moment. Cool. And we are going to die, so I need to quit again. I need to heal up. No. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Ah. Okay, that works. Sure. Cool. A lot of this is just me winging it. Not gonna lie. We're gonna remove some obstacles because they are not helping me very much at the moment. Nice. That's good. So, kind of the fact that you get more speed out of some of these enemies, like the Rocky one on this one, is actually kind of good. Because normally they're really hard to kill, but here it's like they just kind of just die. Okay. I need to be a little bit careful about that. Nice, that's good. Okay, the gate is up though, so that's a bit of a pain. I really need this one to go. Oh, it's still not gone. Okay. That is going to kill me if I do that, so... Oh my goodness. Okay, that did die. Cool. That was much better than I thought that was going to be. Scarecrow is good. I mean, the problem with Scarecrow is that the effect of it is that there's a 20% chance for an enemy to shoot itself towards you. It also extends your turn. So obviously from a speedrun point of view, it's not great. Let's do that, let's do that, and let's do that. Whoa, that was really good. That was much better than I thought, again. So you can see as well, like, the minus pretty much indicates, like, how much damage you'll take if you were to take damage for the enemies being remaining at that stage. So at the moment it says -8. And that's how much I would lose if I were to take damage here. Or if I were to run out of shots here. Cool. So those shot themselves towards me, and that actually really helped me there. That's kind of why I like that power-up sometimes. Like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Okay, I did it again there. I think this will work. Yeah, cool. Okay, we lost a lot of time on that one. That's fine. Veteran Hunter. Let's do that. I need to just get better at just randomly picking some items sometimes. And just not worrying about what I get, really. Oh, okay, cool. So this one is going to make obstacles brittle. It's not something that we've actually had in the run so far. But basically, when an obstacle is brittle, as soon as you hit it, it is going to break, basically. So it pretty much just gets rid of a bunch of obstacles, which is really good. Okay, nice. Using the getting stuck on a wall glitch to my own use there. So I didn't actually die. Okay, here I am absolutely healing up, and I'm taking the golden armor. That is definitely worth it. So these sword guys, those ones will pretty much just harm you if you get hit by the sword. But as soon as the sword is gone, they're just a regular enemy. Yeah, that was never going to work. Okay, so not triggering traps is really good, but also the fact that it spawns in 2 more traps. It kind of just gives me a win condition that is actually safer than the spikes or the holes, really, because I then can't take damage to them. Not only that, but there is a generation where you have about, like, 12 traps on the board at once. And it's like, it's very easy to just spiral and game over on that one because you have the potential to take damage to every spike that's on the field. So you do have to be careful. Okay, so bribe is kind of good. So that will pretty much pay 2 gold if you collide with an enemy on the first turn, but it will also take out the enemy. So it will just disappear. You know what? I am not going to go for the gold at the moment because that is in a bad spot. Yeah. So the gold would have been nice there, but also it was in kind of bad spots. So extra healing power-ups, always a good thing. I am just going to try and get that into a worse spot, and it's kind of not worked. So the funny thing with this game is that you do have the guideline, and it does tell you you're going to go in a hole, even if you're, like, only just there. Nice, that actually helped me, the mini ball there. So, obviously you do have to be aware that it doesn't necessarily mean you are definitely going to go in a hole. It's kind of like the guideline in We Play or any billiards game. Like, the guideline just is a straight line of where are you going to go from this shot. But, obviously, the holes in this game don't pull you in straight away. But if you were to end there, you would just get dragged in. So that's why the guideline tells you, like, hey, you're going to die if you do that. So, yeah, that's pretty much how that works. So sometimes I am firing even if I am there. But, yeah, sometimes it is just kind of worth doing that. Spike Swallower again, I just like that. It's just a good power-up. So this is a really good reverse portal. So obviously one is facing one hole and the other one is facing the other hole. So it works really well. Like, you just fire at one hole and the ball just naturally goes in the other hole. So that is actually kind of a good reverse teleporter. Nice. So we'll get some extra items and we'll also gain Trinity. Trinity for the final board is really good. Like, if we get one good item there, that is going to put us in a really good position. I want that to get out of there. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. So that's just going to keep firing itself at us until it eventually puts itself in a good position. And I'm going to do that. And then end the board. There you go. And then shoot one mini balls behind you is surprisingly good. So we're now actually going to get 3 mini balls shot behind us every time we touch an enemy. So that is really, really good. Just gives us a bit more of a chance. And here I'm probably going to die. It's not too bad, though, because the boss is back there anyway. And then that is a big time save. So gang leader, back to the mini balls. So pretty much on this one, any gems or gold we collect, so gems are worth 5 gold. I haven't even mentioned that. any gems we collect or gold will not count. We gain nothing from them. However, we have a bunch of power-ups from the beginning that shoot out mini-balls and also gain gold for shooting mini-balls. So, whenever we get a power-up that says about more mini-ball stuff, we do want to collect it. Normally, they're fine. They're not great, but they're fine. Also, we do have guard balls on, just as a little bit of a gesture from the game. Just as an extra thing. So it does mean that all these mini balls we're shooting out, we're not going to take damage to them. The good thing with this is it means I don't have to focus on... yeah, see here, we're going to get the gang again. So that's going to pretty much double the gold we're getting on each turn. Or the start of each round, we're going to get 2 gold instead of 1, rather. It's not going to double our total gold, but it is going to do something. It's going to do something pretty good. And I'll just use the rest of my turns like that. That's fine. So when there's an explosion, spike shield, and you know what? We'll use the instant healing as well. That saves me healing in the shop. Technically, I mean, if I need to heal every time, it's going to save me 6 gold. So it's not too bad. And it's also speedy. So you might notice this normie here, which is what the enemies are called, the regular ones. That one is actually bigger. Yeah, that one was actually bigger. That can happen from picking up something like a healing item. So enemies can pick up healing items and they basically grow 10%. So I actually want to get hits of that. There we go. And I might as well just burn the shot. We are absolutely fine. And obviously we're going to be able to just use that. Spike Swallower. I mean, Spike Swallower honestly isn't that good. We want to be focusing more on this one. Obviously on shot power and at maximum health. So like that one there, obviously if we're gaining gold, a lot of these items give us extra gold. Obviously, that's completely pointless for us because we're not going to be able to gain any extra gold. Except for... see, Spike Swallower was good there, so we actually got hit. Yeah, except for... oh, come on. Except for those ones where it's to do with mini-balls, we're not gaining any extra gold. So, we kind of just want to focus on stuff that is actively... doing stuff for our own health, our own shot power, or just harming the enemies. That's pretty much what we want to focus on. Nice, that was really good. I kind of did want to die there because we're now in a bit of a worse spot. And there we go, we saved 1 shot at the end there. I'm going to buy some extra shot power and get more shot power there as well. So every time we defeat an enemy there, it's going to give us 20% extra shot power. Which is really good, because pretty much every turn you're defeating an enemy anyway. So it's pretty much like a permanent 20%, to be honest. Like most turns you're going to be getting that boost, which is a really, really good one. So I'm not spending too long lining up my shots, because obviously we're going to be gaining them back anyway. Whoa, we are down to 6 shots there. That is interesting. That could be a nice time save if we end up being able to get away with that. So now we only have 6 shots, which is good in a way, because I do have the gold to spare to just throw out these shots and just be fine. But at the same time, obviously, it is a bit risky. Especially for the last level. So, you know what? I'm going to buy back one more. I'm going to buy back 1 turn. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So, obviously, at the end, we do want to have enough turns. Because really here, there's no point having less turns. Because we're going to have to defeat every ball anyway. So, it's going to end if I defeat all of them early anyway. It's going to end anyway. So there's no point having less. That said, we're in a really bad spot here. Do we have an Ankh? We don't have an Ankh. Okay, I'm going to exit. I want to buy more gold, more turns then, sure. I will cut my losses. And apparently gain an Ankh. Awesome. We could have done with that last time. So Ankh is a revive, basically. It revives you with 4 HP. So it's a really, really good item. That's why I'll always be saying, do I have an Ankh? Do I have an Ankh? That is what I mean. Because it is very good. So yeah, here, this time we had loads of extra HP. Loads of extra shots, rather. So we've had a much easier time. And even then, we also have Ankh. So here, I'm just going to time my spike. Oops. There we go. And then we don't have to actually worry about aiming at all. Picky plots. So this is going to give us 2 items per shop. But it's also going to remove an item every time that we finish a round. And it's also going to remove 5 gold for some reason, which is a really more annoying thing. Because a lot of the time I will be using that gold for health. So I don't want loot box. Loot box will remove more gold. So I really don't want to be removing even more gold for myself. I want to be giving myself that cushion for buying health, going in the shop. Yeah, buying health. That's what I want to be doing a lot of the time. So there, I'm just going to take the extra health. Bounce diet, cool. So that means if I pick up a heal and I am on a heal on the battlefield, that is, and I'm already on max health, that will increase my maximum health by 1, rather than just doing nothing, which is what it normally does. Normally it just doesn't get picked up, but here it will actually increase my health. So it isn't very useful. Oh, come on. Why do I always do on picky cards? I need to put this at the beginning. I'm sure this happened last time. Yeah, it happened last time as well. It did happen, though, notably on level 10. And not, like, level 3. So, we're in a much better spot. There is a lot of time saved still here. There we go. Golden armor. Nice. 2 golden armors. That is pretty good. So these bridges are actually kind of hard to pick up the gems from, but there is a way of just kind of maneuvering around. As long as you don't go straight in the hole will just suck you in, but you will also pick up the gem. So it's kind of worth just doing that sometimes. Okay, I don't think I've ever used black hole, so that pretty much just drags the nearest enemy towards you if you get pulled into a hole, which sounds okay. I guess it's a passive ability. It's not really going to be doing anything to make the turn take longer, so I guess that's fine. I don't really use it too much, though, to be honest. I don't think I have used it at all. There's a lot of items I've just not really used. Like, there's a load of items in this game, genuinely. There's like 100 items or something. Oof. Okay, I'm going to take that out, because that is being really annoying. And I'm going to go to there. Take 4 damage. Okay. This is not great. So 2 extra wall spikes. 2 max health. You know what? I kind of need health at the moment. Even if it gives me permanent blindness. Kind of need it. So it will take me a little bit longer to line up these shots. Not much longer, but a little bit longer. Nice. Okay, treasure map. So that's going to give me 1 extra gem each time. So that's a very good one. And yeah, now I'm back to normal again, kinda, which is good. Like, in terms of my health. So now we kind of have the benefits of that. We're on 11 health now, so I can kind of just speed through these. So sleepies as well, these sleepy enemies, they occur when an item has kind of affected them. So I have an item at the moment which is making an enemy sleepy when it uses a teleporter. And I might even have one where if I have blackjack, if I enabled blackjack, that is the one where that will make an enemy sleepy from the beginning, which is quite good as well. Yeah, there you go. So it used the teleporter. It is now sleepy, so it means at the end of the turn, it will deal 0 damage. It does, though, still count as an enemy. So, for example, if we're on a boss fight, we do still need to take it out. Otherwise, it is going to... yeah, so there it is. It's still on. It's still there, but it's going to deal 0. So we do have to be careful of them, because we do still need to take out the boss last in the order. So, yeah, you do still need to be careful of those. Cool. And then we've got one more up there. I am not even going to bother. Okay, you know what? We're up there now. I might as well. Might as well take it out. Okay. We are on the last one. We've got a bunch of rerolls. So I'm going to take that. Spiky tech. More spikes. More spikes is not a bad thing. So it now means we're guaranteeing ourselves 2 spikes, which is really good, because sometimes you just won't get any spikes on a generation. So it's good to have them there. It just gives us extra win conditions. That's what we want, especially when we're coming near to the end of a crawl. So I'll gain some more items. No bombs, and the gang. The gang is good. The gang is really good when there's loads of balls on the field. The more balls there are, the better that power-up's going to be. I actually didn't use it when I was first playing this game, and then I kind of realized that maybe I should try out more items, and I tried that one. I thought, okay, mini balls normally suck. Like, they do nothing on their own, but when there's 8 of them, they are really strong. So, yeah. Also, nice. That was not too bad. And then here we can just use the... Or it can just die. Cool. Spiky Gauntlet. Go. Yeah, I was going to say we could use the trap there. So, this is the final one. I would be surprised if we save time against some of best, because that was a very good segment. But, yeah, basically, this one... Oh my goodness, this is not good. Basically, this one means that spikes deal 2 damage to you instead of 1. But there are spikes surrounding the field on every one of these. So, yeah, that's pretty much how this works. So I do have to be very careful now, because these spikes that are glowing actually go down all the way until they hit an obstacle. And there is actually a power-up where it will not stop, even if it does hit an obstacle. So I've got to be careful of these now. I'm just going to do this. There we go, nice. So the only way I would have died there is if I... Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. We're still only on 3 HP, because I'm just not picking up gems at the moment. There we go, we're back. Okay, permanent blindness will be a bit useful. Nice. Okay, now we're back. Now we're back. Yeah, cool. Whoa, that was lucky. I think the first time I played this, I kind of just neglected the fact that I would take damage to these spikes. And it didn't really come back to bite me. Here we have been suffering a lot. So, okay. GoldenEye is the best to synergize. And now we're not going to have any trouble with gold. So watch as we just rack up the gold here. So basically GoldenEye gives you a 20% chance to be blinded. And I'm not even going to go for the gem now. So we're just racking them up. I'm getting another GoldenEye. That's unbelievable. So pretty much every time you are blinded, the GoldenEye power-up itself gives you a 20% chance to be blinded. And... obviously, we're permanently blinded already because of another power-up we already have. So, we are simultaneously gaining 2 gold because of GoldenEye. But we're also... well, we're gaining 4 gold now because I have GoldenEye twice. But we are also staying permanently blind. So we're literally not only gaining it 20% of the time, we're gaining it all the time because I'm permanently blind. So it's one of the best synergy power-ups in the game, honestly. There's no question. It is one of the best. Obviously, you have to be good. It is actually intuition, which is the permanent blindness, is the last one you unlock in the game, which does make sense because of the nature of it. You do have to be good at the game, or good at aiming to actually be able to use it. And it's still hard to use fast as well. That's another problem I have here. But yeah, like, I'm on 100 gold now. Like, this is absolutely not an issue anymore. So I can just keep on buying a bunch of extra turns and stuff, and we should be fine. Unfortunately, I can't buy more max health, because that is what I would do. But, obviously, if we get another intuition power-up, then, again, as I mentioned earlier, we're not going to have any trouble with 100. That has got to be a record. I have never been on more than that. I'm just going to gain a bunch of extra power. I'm not going to gain too much power, but I am going to gain some power. I don't want to be on too much because obviously that could make it harder. But it is good generally if you're doing like a shot where you're barely clipping the side of a ball. Normally those ones are actually kind of hard. Oh, we could be stuck here. Okay, that's freed it a little bit. That didn't. That really didn't. Okay, this is bad. Right, let's take out that one first. I do have an Ankh. But this is bad. Oh, nice. Finally got it out of there. And that's it. Time! GG! Wow, I wasn't expecting to save that much on the last split. 8.2 against gold. Wow, nice. That is new world record. Yes, new world record. I think someone has... Does someone have a better time? I don't know. Let me check Discord. Because people have been doing runs, but they haven't really been recording them. Or submitting them, or I don't know. Oh yeah, Satan mentioned my difficulty 10 all challenges. Yeah. Okay, let me have a look. So, yeah, so I got 107.50 in difficulty 10 yesterday. Someone got a 100.03. And I think they did, Mango did submit it. So they are on the board as well. Although I think someone else did a run a while back, like a long way back, before I joined. So I don't know. This might be world record though, like genuine world record. There are people that are much better at the game than me, much faster at the game than me. For example, like where I was doing those shots, like those ones where I kept on losing 2 shots, like that power-up where I went down to 6 shots. I should do that more often. The issue with that for me, also, there's the 6 times. The issue for me is that it ends up becoming a lot less safe. But yeah, this is a really safe run for a marathon. Thanks for the GGs, by the way. Valancic, Jupi, Peter, Jules, appreciate it. I honestly really like this for a marathon. I reckon a 110 estimate is pretty good, pretty safe. As I get better at the game, it might even go lower than that, but I am really happy with my commentary with that run, so I might even use that for speedrun marathons. I think I'm going to run it back. We're going to do one more run for the day. Thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time.